Hey, great Wednesday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, in with our 15 minutes to mastery that we do each and every day. It's episode number 308, where we come in and get you some information, inspiration, and motivation to get your day started off on the right foot, because we want to make sure that you are prepared to attack the day, that you are mentally aware of what is going on today and how you can best be effective each and every day. Because we know that life comes at you hard. We know the business comes at you hard. We know that it's easy to get distracted, and we want to do our part to make sure we're helping you get going. So I'm coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm actually in Mesa, right outside Phoenix. I mean, right? Mesa, Scottsdale, Phoenix, Chandler, Gilbert. They're all one. It's all Phoenix. So, anyways, I'm in Phoenix because we're going to be taking Cobblestone, the Cobblestone Real Estate West Coast Group, their sales team. We're going to take them through our Empowering Community Managers course tomorrow and Friday. So yesterday was travel day, man. I'll tell you what, 4 time zones in 2 weeks, kicking my butt for sure. But anyway, got in here yesterday. Today is a prep day, getting things ready for the class, and just preparing for what's to be a great couple of days. But today we're talking about awareness and you maintaining awareness, right? You've got to have awareness of where you're at. You got to have awareness of what's going on in your business and with yourself, because those things affect your productivity. They affect whether or not you truly are as effective as you possibly can be. Let me try and get some more light in here. It's finally light outside. Over here, it's just 6 o'clock, right? 6:19 right now. But anyway, Tony Robbins writes, self-awareness is one of the rarest human commodities. Being aware of your patterns. Okay, he's referring to being aware of your patterns, because we all have patterns. We all have these things that we do that can affect our growth, that can affect, I'm gonna blur these things out. I apologize. But anyway, we all do these things that can affect our productivity, that can affect how we are producing, what is going on that is affecting our business. And we may not even realize it. That's why it's so important that you maintain awareness, that you're aware of what is going on, because we tend to do things that get in our own way. Just like we have great, good patterns that build momentum. If you're marketing every day, if you're making your follow up calls every day, if you're being intentional with those things, great things start to happen. Well, a lot of us, myself included, over the years have been the type of people where you sabotage yourself. You don't even realize that you're doing it, because you go against that pattern. You go against, maybe you stop making phone calls. Maybe you're not marketing with the same consistency. Maybe you're just not fully engaged during the sales process when you do have people in your office. Whatever it is, those are the things that you must maintain awareness of. And being able to do that, it's a skill that you need to develop, right? Because when you're truly conscious of the moments that may be getting away from you, right, or getting in the way of your progress, that's when you can truly start to build that consistent growth. Okay, so those things can cause us to go backwards, and recognizing them, right, recognizing these habits is so crucial, so to both your personal and your professional advancement. And that's why we want to make sure that you're aware of being aware. Right? So the great thing about awareness is that's the first step that takes you towards change. Everyone wants to improve, right? Everyone wants to get better. There's people that come to our courses, and people that go online and actually participate in our training courses, or one day summer, whatever it may be. They all want to make a change. They all want to improve. They all want to do something that's going to affect them positively. But without awareness, we're kind of in this autopilot mode. And we keep repeating the same mistakes. We're missing the opportunities for us to grow. And we're just failing to reach our true potential. So when you actually are aware, now you're allowing yourself to identify the areas that need to improve. And so in a sense, you're catching yourself when you start slipping, right? When you slip into those unproductive patterns. And it gives you the power to make a conscious choice that will take you in the direction that aligns with your goals. So that's why it's so important to maintain awareness. You hear it all the time, right? In your own life. What do you do? Let's put it to you this way. It's 10 o'clock at night. You're leaving the store for whatever reason. You're going into the parking lot. It's pitch black outside. Maybe a few lights are on. What are you doing? You're skimming around. You're trying to see, make sure there's no one around that shouldn't be around. There's no suspect people, right? So you're trying to keep yourself aware, to keep yourself safe. But we don't practice that when it comes to our business. We don't practice that when it comes to our professional lives. You're not skimming around. You're not looking around to see what's going on. And then you fall, you go backwards, you miss opportunities coming your way. And so that's where you need to maintain that awareness. It's the same thing for my kids in soccer. I tell them all the time, hey, you're out there. You got to constantly be looking over your shoulder to see what's going on around you, right? That skimming, that is what helps you know if you're open for the pass, or you should be making a pass here, or you should be moving a certain direction. Same thing in business. Skimming, how's my marketing? How are my calls? What's going on with my interview? What am I learning? What am I getting better at? What am I not getting better at? What do I need to improve? Skimming, being aware, is going to help take you to that next level. It's going to help you be able to know when those opportunities are presenting themselves. When you're moving in a certain direction, you've got this momentum and you're growing, your business is growing. By you being aware of that, now you operate differently, you speak differently, you walk and talk different. We as your managers, I keep saying, right, like I'm still a GM, but when I was a general manager, we noticed those things. Your management notices who is standing out, and those are the people that get the opportunities. A lot of folks sometimes like to think, well, man, so and so's always getting the extra leads. So and so is always getting the hot leads. So and so is always being asked to do these extra things that help out, and it benefits him or her, financially. Well, yeah, we go. Management's naturally going to go to the person who is standing out, to the person who is getting things done, to the person that is truly on point. It's not favoritism, and if you want to call it favoritism, then so be it. We're favoring the people that have the hot hand, because it's business. And it is life or death, because if you're not making progress in business, your business will go out of business. It will die. So it is a matter of life and death. So if you want to be that person who is being considered for these opportunities, you need to be a person who is aware and is always on point, is always moving forward, is always intentional with everything. And you're hitting your KPIs. What are your KPIs? What are your high leverage activities as a sales consultant? Marketing, making phone calls, pushing pipeline, and improving. Those are the things you should be doing each and every day. And they should be blocked out. You should have those things planned out, and nothing strays you from that. And when you have to get off of that, you should be upset that you had to get off of that. Now, with that being said, you can't plan to do your training in the middle of the afternoon. Why do I say that? Because you may have a walk-in that comes in at that time. That's also the times that you should be setting appointments for. What I'm trying to say is you need to master your mornings. Either master your mornings or master your late evenings, and do those other things in one of those two time periods. But between the times of really noon, whatever time zone you're in, between noon and 6 p.m., you should not have anything scheduled other than hunting for appointments or appointments. That's it. That's all you should be doing between 9 and 6, or noon and 6. Get everything done ahead of time before that. but you have to be aware. You have to understand of where you're at. And hey, you know what? Man, I had this issue that happened at home, and I feel it affecting me because I'm not picking up the phone as quickly as I am. I'm not as energetic on the phones. I'm not as energetic when people sit in front of me. I haven't posted my ads in 2 days. I haven't been making calls to leads today. I haven't made as many calls. I didn't work my files, my existing pipeline. I didn't work that with the same intentionality I usually do. You have to understand why not address that issue and adjust. But it takes being aware, and it's patterns. There's patterns. If you can start to master pattern recognition, it's a game changer for you. If you can set your life up in a pattern, look, man, we're all adults now. We are all adults. So, what do I mean by that? We all have responsibilities. Even if you don't have a family, an immediate family, you don't have children, you still have a responsibility to yourself. And more importantly, if you're in this industry, you have responsibility to the people that are out there that are needing homes. And because of that, and the fact that you're an adult, you should have a pattern, a schedule, a routine that you stick to. And if you're the type of person that is going out at night and hanging out, having fun, doing whatever that you're doing, I always had the same. If you're going to be a man at night, you need to be a man in the morning. And I was in that. I went through those years where I was going out and I'd go with friends, or I even sometimes alone, whatever it was, be out late. There was a time in my life where I had a band and I was out late. But even if we had gigs on Thursday and Friday nights, that next morning I was up at the office before anyone else. If you're going to be a man at night, be a man in the morning. If you're going to be a woman at night, be a woman in the morning, and handle your business. Handle your business. It takes that routine. It takes a routine. That routine, even as boring as you may consider it, is what makes you successful. So, what are the best ways to be able to maintain awareness, right? First and foremost, you got to practice self-reflection. You got to look at, take, if you've noticed you're not progressing the way you want to, each day, okay, at the end of the day, practice self-reflection. What went well? What didn't go well? Why not? What was I feeling at that point in time? Why was I not doing the things that I need to do? Or why did I miss on that opportunity? How did those people end up buying somewhere else rather than from me? Take a moment and think that through and adjust. Why did I lose this deal? What's going on here? Why am I not feeling the same energy and excitement as before? Right? Listen to the feedback, because if you are missing, I promise you, if you've got good management around you, they're going to approach you about it. They're going to talk to you about, hey, you know what, Joe, you're just not who you normally are. What's going on? Hey, Mary, we noticed that you skipped over a few things here. What's going on? How can we help? Right? Listen to the feedback. Don't get defensive. Don't be upset about it. Just realize the sooner you can accept that feedback, the quicker you can get back on track, right? And the way to be able to really avoid it and be aware is audit your day regularly throughout the day. Hey, am I progressing? If you have a schedule to your day, like to your mornings, after every item you've got planned out, audit that. How did that go? Was I really effective with that? Did I make things happen? Did I move the needle or not? Right? And when you're doing that, you're being intentional. And that's so very important. Setting intention, being intentional with knowing what your outcome is for today. This is what I need to accomplish. This is what I need. And I'm not talking about paperwork, folks. I'm talking about, when I say intention, I'm going to make progress towards the end goal. If you're in sales, your end goal is always to sell. So progress to me, the way I would look at it is first and foremost, okay, my ads are in, yes. But when I'm making phone calls, I'm calling the people that were on the fence. I'm calling those people that they're right there on the cusp. And I'm calling and I'm trying to, I'm working that and I'm thinking it through what happened. I'm planning out the call and then I'm making the call with intention to get the business. And I make those calls and I take those 4 or 5 and I narrow them down to 2 or 3 that are really, really still hot. The others, I gotta just let them base a little bit more, right? Now, as far as new calls, now I'm making them with the intention to set the appointments. That's my intention, setting the appointment. I'm not anything else, set the appointments. And when I have appointments, my intention every time is to determine, first of all, can these people buy? And if so, and I realize they can, sell the home, get them to make a decision. Decision on day one. Being intentional in everything will help you. You'll start moving forward. It's not enough to just make calls. Well, I made 100 calls today. So what? If you made 100 calls but set no appointments, does not matter. And you'll feel the difference in your calls, in your energy, in the way you speak to folks when you are truly operating with intention. And then lastly, don't be afraid of the reality. Sometimes we mess up. Sometimes we're not where we need to be. Sometimes we're messed up here. Don't be afraid of it. It's kind of like when you know there's no money in the bank, so you don't look at the bank account because it's negative. You won't even look at it for a week or two because there ain't nothing in it, and I don't really want to see it. Well, sometimes you got to see it. You got to open up that app, right, and take a look and say, "Damn, negative $100. Let me get to work." Don't be afraid of the reality, because when you operate with awareness, when you recognize the patterns that you are not hitting on, that are causing you to go backwards, that are causing you to miss opportunities, you're going to see a difference in the way you operate. And that, my friends, right there is what we want you to be working towards. Being aware and noticing the patterns. Pattern recognition, so important. And even more important than that is the intention behind it. You guys take that, run with it, and make it a great Wednesday. Again, I'm in Phoenix. Be here the rest of the week through Friday, starting our Empowering Community Managers program tomorrow and Friday. But today is prep day, plus a whole bunch of other calls and work I got to get done. So, man, it's another day at Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, where we're helping people take their lives, their business, and their career to a whole new level. And that's what we want to do for you. So if you want to take yourself, if you are a retailer community and you want to see your team truly operate at an elite level, we invite you to reach out to us. We invite you to reach out to us so that we can discuss how we can work together, be your success partner in this with you. You guys have a great Wednesday. Go out there and crush it. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.